So Keemstar is really tied up on the fact that people are saying he's a doxer. He really doesn't like being called that. Here Keemstar says, so why were you on Tommy C saying what I did was dumb? Nobody knows that fucking identity of JD. For all we know, he could be a registered sex offender. Yes, Keemstar, theorizing that a YouTuber might be a sex offender because they used girls in thumbnails? YouTube thumbnails are enough to suspect that somebody might be a pedo? Wait a minute now, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. I dox, here he is in a public stream chat. I dox Destiny. I demand to be exposed. Before this video starts, a little reminder that I am demonetized on YouTube, so if you want to support me, you can go check me out over at twitch.tv/AugieRFC, where I will be live as soon as this video is posted. Now onto the video. On YouTube, there's no such thing as nuance. If you make a video condemning somebody and then talking about the other person, then people assume you're completely on that other person's side. Yesterday, I put up a video clowning on Deji, really. It was a clip from my stream where I'm clowning on Deji and his bad video on Keemstar. And then I got comments being like, oh, you're on Keemstar's side now. No, when have I ever been on Keemstar's side? This whole channel was built off of exposing Keemstar for being a doxer, something that happened on my channel when he came on here and he admitted to everything. That's why for the topic of this video, we're going to be going over the Just Destiny point Keemstar made in his response, because although I wasn't on Keemstar's side fully, I did think it was a good video, except for this point where he severely butchered it and just outright slandered JD live on Drama Alert. Today, I'm going to attempt to correct the record. I feel like there's no better person to do it than me, since I was involved in this situation. So, without further ado, let's just go in and take a look at what Keemstar had to say on Drama Alert in his response to H3.
Just Destiny was a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, and well, he got very, very angry because a 15-year-old boy over in the UK uploaded a video calling him a nunce.
Okay, so that 15-year-old boy that he's talking about, that is Lieutenant Cobra, who did private his video on JD recently. However, I still have the archive here on BitChute. And in the video, Lieutenant Cobra's main point is that Just Destiny uses underage children in his thumbnails and is kind of, you know, it just looks a little weird. He makes a few pedo jokes or whatever. He also criticizes the content, but that's one of his points, which is, you know, jokingly calling him a pedo or whatever, which resulted in Just Destiny striking down the video and filing a fake cease and desist against Cobra, which was definitely something a lot of people criticize him for, rightfully so. Nowadays, Just Destiny has learned, he's learned that that was the wrong thing to do, you know, freedom of speech and all that good jazz or whatever, but that's some context of the situation right there.
Now, I don't know if everyone here understands, but from the UK point of view, like, calling someone a nonce is a pretty common insult. But anyhow, Just Destiny got so angry that he wanted to talk to the kid's parent. So the first thing he did is file a false copyright strike on the kid. But he didn't just do that to take the video down. He had an alternative motive. He doxed the kid by filing that false copyright strike because the kid, in order to counter, had to give Just Destiny his real name and his email. And once Just Destiny got his name and email, he tried to go after his parents and tried to find his parents. But
whoa, now hold on. Let's calm the brakes there. Keemstar just made an accusation that Just Destiny doxed someone on Drama Alert, right? Like, he's making that allegation. That is not the situation at all. What happened is that Just Destiny had grabbed Lieutenant Cobra's email, get this, from his YouTube channel. That's right, his YouTube channel where you list your business email. Just Destiny loaded up his channel, went to the About section, grabbed the email, and proceeded to contact him. He also got Lieutenant Cobra's personal non-YouTube email because Lieutenant Cobra had donated to him to troll him on Twitch. And how do I know all this? You could just be saying, Augie, you're shielding for JD or whatever. Well, you see, I was streaming yesterday talking about this on my Twitch channel, and while we were going over this point, none other than Lieutenant Cobra himself was in the chat. His own Twitch channel, of course, I mean, this is not a fake, he streams in this channel. His own Twitch channel came in and was talking about the situation where he said, quote, and I can pull this up right here, "Hey, it's me, JD never doxed me." And then at the bottom of the page here, if we can scroll down, He clarifies, JD got my email from my YouTube channel, my other email from donating to him on Twitch. He did not dox me. And then later on, he brings up a point here. He says, to be fair, if Keem claims he didn't dox Just Destiny, which we'll go into in just a moment, then Just Destiny couldn't have doxed me. If anything, Keem is the one who posted my full name and email when he released the cease and desist and didn't censor my information. Oops, sorry, just had to, wipe that little marker out there and leave out the name that Keemstar forgot to censor when he tweeted out the cease and desist on his Twitter account. Now look, it was a goof up, but Keem still helped Lieutenant Cobra out in this situation. However, he still released his name as well. It was kind of like he helped him, but he also just kind of doxed his shit there, which is interesting because Keemstar is claiming that Just Destiny was the one to post it publicly when that never happened. The twisted irony is that Keemstar was the one to post it publicly. Oops. And take it from the source himself and not me if you don't trust me. Let's move on.
Even worse, he sent a cease and desist letter to the 15-year-old, a legal threatening letter signed Just Destiny. And when I interviewed Just Destiny on Drama Alert, he took no responsibility. He just played the victim, and the harassment was not going to stop. So me and some YouTubers got together and searched to find out who this mystery Just Destiny guy was, and we found him. That's right. We found his Google Plus account that Just Destiny himself publicly put his own picture and his own name on. Again, this is something that Just Destiny put on the internet himself. Now, if you watch the H3H3 video, you would kind of get the idea, because H3H3 says I posted it, that I posted this Google Plus account to the world, to the internet. Guess what? I posted it nowhere. And to this day, if you search for Just Destiny's real name, you can't find it. It doesn't come up in a Google search because the only person I gave that Google Plus account was to the 15-year-old kid he was harassing. And once he had that Google Plus account, the harassment stopped and Just Destiny uploaded a full apology to the kid and, well, played the victim and said I doxed him. The interview...
Wow, there is a lot to unpack from that one. Okay, so let's get into that. So Keemstar is really tied up on the fact that people are saying he's a doxer. He really doesn't like being called that. He'll call other people that, but when it comes to himself, no, he's not a doxer. Except last year around this time, he was saying the exact opposite. He was proudly boasting on my own show, on my own channel, on this very channel right here a year ago, that he was a doxer and there's nothing we can do about it and that this will never ever be a big story. I'm gonna DM JD his own docs. Wish me luck. These are DMs from the NCO, a group chat made by The Right Opinion. Jay Aubrey, another YouTuber you might know, says, oh Jesus, too soon, he'll delete more shit. Keemstar says, should I wait? Connor House says, don't do it. Better to wait, I think. You can see Nerd Cities in here typing. Keemstar says, this dude pulled the victim card on me and sent hate to me and everyone else that defended that kid. He's getting bullied for that. No way out. Here Keemstar says, so why were you on Tommy C saying what I did was dumb? Nobody knows that fucking identity of JD. For all we know, he could be a registered sex offender. Yes, Keemstar, theorizing that a YouTuber might be a sex offender because they used girls in thumbnails? YouTube thumbnails are enough to suspect that somebody might be a pedo? Wait a minute now, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. I dox, here he is in a public stream chat. I dox Destiny. I demand to be exposed.
I dox Destiny.
There he is on my own show saying it in front of everyone.
Doxing is bad if someone has the intent to harass.
Yeah, but you said you had the intent to harass Just Destiny, so wouldn't that make your dox illegal?
I said that I wanted to harass him, but...
That's the same as that means intent, Keem.
Oh, whatever, I guess I'm guilty. I'm not hacking into his shit. I'm not doing anything but looking at public information that he posted publicly. So, you know, this whole thing where Tommy plays this big guy, and same thing with Nick, where they play this fucking big guy like, you know what, we have dirt on Keemstar. No, you don't. I doxed him. What are you gonna do about it? And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If you think my career is gonna be ruined or hurt in any way for what I just said on this show and what I've admitted to, you're crazy. Let's put the pressure on fucking
Okay, we can cut it off right there. You get the point there. He's very I use public information, but I doxed Destiny, okay? So I find it interesting, kind of funny now that given the H3 treatment, now all of a sudden he doesn't want to be called a doxer, but back then he wore the label almost proudly. Bragged about it. Kind of strange how it changes now. Also, can we just talk about the fact that Keemstar admits that he says the only person he sent this information to was a 15-year-old. What? So you sent the dox of somebody to a kid who could have done terrible things with that information. Like, is this supposed to sound good? Does that justify it? It's a little strange. Nick writes in the Twitter thread, Keemstar's coverage on Just Destiny is fantastic, and I'm sure it does wonders on his credibility. He just left out the small part where he got in a near 2-hour Google Hangout where he tried to convince a lawyer and commentators that JD was a 30-plus-year-old incarcerated pedophile. He also forgets the part where he worked with a notorious doxer and tried to use a Skype resolver to hack his IP address. Wait, I think there was the part where he took it back to a group chat of 50-plus giant YouTubers and convinced them to help find who JD was because we didn't have, quote, we didn't have evidence he wasn't a pedo. We didn't have evidence he wasn't a pedo. End of quote. And after hours and hours of searching, he realized he was actually wrong, and then he still had to be talked about. And then he still had to be talked out of sending JD his own docs and as a thread because, quote, he sent hate to me, end of quote, after you asked if he touched kids in an interview. So instead of threatening JD, he leaked the full docs of somebody who wanted to remain anonymous online who didn't show their face to a 15-year-old boy and then got on a live stream and bragged that I mentioned he tried to cozy up to me and asked me to take down the video, referencing the video I just played for you where Nick documents all of this right here. So he used a public Google account. It was all public information. This was information JD posted, but even according to his own words, that's still a dox. Yikes, Keem, that doesn't look good there. You dox Destiny. You are a proud doxer. You, quote, do it all the time. And if that's what you want to do, fine, so be it. I mean, what am I going to talk you out of doxing? You do it all the time. What am I going to convince you that it's the wrong thing to do or something like that? Obviously, that's never going to happen. But I just want it on the record that Keemstar is a doxer. He's a proud doxer, and that's just what he is. So be it if that's the case, but let's not pretend like he's anything different. Let's not pretend like he's the good guy in this situation. Keem got a lot of things right in his H3 video, but when it came to the JD point, he outright slandered JD, claims he was never a doxer, but JD, on the other hand, was a doxer, and really just twists the whole situation and does a piss poor job of retelling the tale that everybody who watches this show, they know that what he said was false information. Even the victim in this situation, Lieutenant Cobra, knows what he said was false. My name is AugieRFC. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys on twitch.tv/AugieRFC. Until then, peace out, everyone.